Let's talk about leases. Hi, I'm Jim Hacking, immigration lawyer practicing law throughout the United States at our offices in St. Louis, Missouri. Today we're talking about leases. When do you need leases? You need leases when you're applying for your green card, and you need leases when you're applying for your removal of conditions. So when you get your 2-year green card and when you get your 10-year green card, you're going to need to show that you and your spouse are living together, and the best way to do that is by filing a lease. Now, we've been seeing a lot of drama about leases lately, and a lot of people make dumb decisions when it comes to leases. And they say, well, we have life circumstances that prevent us from getting a proper lease. I call BS on that. I say that if you can't get a normal lease, you're really setting yourself up for failure. I was talking to a guy yesterday. His 2-year green card was denied, and we were going over all the reasons why in the denial notice, and this was quite a denial notice. It was 14 pages long, and there were a lot of detailed notes in there. But the thing that jumped out at me the most was that he had submitted an unsigned lease. It wasn't signed by him and his spouse, and it wasn't signed by the leasing company that ran the property where they supposedly live. Now, if you send in a lease that is not signed, or if you send in no lease at all, you are handing them the easiest and biggest piece of evidence that they can use to try to demonstrate that your marriage is not real. Now, the thing you need to remember is they already think you're lying. They already think that this marriage is fake. So if you hand them a lease that's fake, or that's wrong, or that doesn't have both your names on it, or that isn't, most importantly, signed and executed, then you're just setting yourself up for a denial. It was really shocking to me, and I asked the guy, why didn't you have a signed lease? And he didn't really have a good answer for that. It was a lot of mumbo jumbo. Now, sometimes people live with a family member, and they sometimes send in fake leases, like they act like they have a lease with their parents. That's just dumb. The better thing to do is to get a letter from everyone that lives in the house, an affidavit from everyone that lives in the house, and say, you know, this is why we have this living situation. We just graduated from college. This is our parents' house, or this is our parents' apartment building. We're staying there. Don't make up leases. Don't make up fake leases. It's better just to explain what reality is and to develop proof of what reality is. If you're living in your parents' basement, just use that and get letters from the other people in the house, an affidavit from people in the house. The other thing with this guy that had the unsigned lease, and we've been seeing this a lot lately, is if there's fishiness related to your lease, they're going to go to your apartment building, and they're going to talk to your landlord, and they're going to ask the landlord the same questions they ask you, and most importantly, they're going to try to get a copy of the lease if there is one. So I've seen people who get busted. They have a lease in one person's name, and they just handwrite in the spouse, and then the USCIS fraud agents go to the apartment building, and they find, lo and behold, that the original lease, the actual lease, the signed lease, only has the name of one person. So do not play games with your lease. Do not screw up by giving them an invalid lease, or you know, a edited or doctored lease. This is just easy pickings for them. This is an easy way for them to deny you. You need to make sure you have your lease situation properly documented. Your lease needs to match the address on your driver's license, and everything needs to be in order. If not, you're just inviting scrutiny, you're inviting a denial, you're inviting a request for evidence, so don't do it. Just straighten out your lease before you file. You don't want to be scrambling to explain this at your interview or after, like this poor bastard. So if you have questions about your lease or about marital evidence, give us a call, 314-961-8200. You can email us at info@hackinglawpractice.com. Be sure to join us in our Facebook group, which is called Immigrant Home. And if you like this video, we ask that you please share it out on social and subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you get updates whenever we make videos like this one. You'll also get updated every Tuesday and Thursday when we go live, usually at noon Central, in our YouTube channel and on our Facebook group, so that I can answer as many of your questions in 1 hour, immigration-related questions, and we'd love to have you join us. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.